Hello everyone, today we're going to be comparing ShadowForge 9 with Grand Celestial 9 for the Earth Summoner, mainly because I'm curious and I want to see the difference. So there's been a debate going on saying that Grand Celestial 9 might actually be better than ShadowForge 9. The main reason is because the new badge increases your sunflower damage, your Undying Soul badge gives you sunflower damage, your bracelet gives you sunflower damage, and Grand Celestial weapon also gives you more sunflower damage. And basically the argument is if you go Grand Celestial 9 and you focus more on sunflowers instead of flying nettles, you might actually do more damage due to all the different multipliers which you're getting here. The main one is probably going to be the Groundbreaker Mystic Badge, because this one does give 300%, but then there's also a counter argument going on saying that the Groundbreaker Mystic Badge is currently bugged and it only boosts sunflower damage and not super sunflower. And over here you'll see that 300 plus 350% attack power bonus when sunflower / super sunflower hits during divinity effect. So because the Groundbreaker Mystic Badge only says sunflower and doesn't say sunflower / super sunflower, it's kind of up to debate. So we don't know if this actually works for super sunflower. So you can see here that I did a parse. It was on Moyon, general Moyon, so it was only 1 minute and 47 seconds. So I did 1.6 million. It's not super accurate due to the duration of the parse. It's very, very short. Normally, if I was not lazy, I would parse on the dummy, but I'm lazy, so I only did the Moyon because I really just want to see if you actually gain DPS or lose DPS. And that's really the gist of this video. So without further ado, you're going to see here that I'm ShadowForge 9 at the moment. I have all the materials over here to break through to get it to Grand Celestial. So first of all, I'll unequip my weapon. I will take off my illusion skin. So here we go, we've got my illusion skin so that I don't lose it. I'm going to put that at the side over here. And next, I'm going to change it to Grand Celestial 9 now. As you can see, I have all the materials to do so, and I will. And bam. Now we are Grand Celestial 9, so we're going to equip this, and we're going to reapply our weapon skin back onto it. And boop. Okay. And reapply. So now we are using a Grand Celestial 9 weapon, and we're going to test again on Moyon. So as you can see there, we just finished our parse, 1.6 million as well. I killed a little bit faster than the previous one. The damage increase is very minimum. However, the ShadowForge 9 weapon was a lot more consistent in DPS compared to the Grand Celestial weapon. Again, the Grand Celestial weapon does require you to get those stacks in order to trigger the Grand Celestial effect, which makes the weapon very strong. However, that is another layer of RNG. Even though the ShadowForge also had the same issue, but it wasn't as severe as the Grand Celestial weapon. Overall, I feel like just sticking with ShadowForge 9 is probably your best bet, unless you really want the Grand Celestial weapon. I can see the Grand Celestial weapon being slightly better on a moving target, mainly because you're not only relying on nettles to do most of your damage, you will also have your sunflower, which will also carry a lot of your DPS. As you can see here, my super sunflower did the majority of my DPS over Thorn Strike and Flying Nettles, while normally if I was to do this on my ShadowForge weapon, it would be Thorn Strikes, Flying Nettles, and then Super Sunflower. But because I switched the weapon to the Grand Celestial weapon and it boosts the sunflower damage, it became my hardest hitting ability, which could be quite useful in certain dungeons such as Eternity Temple on the first boss and on the second boss, since it's moving all the time. And so I could see why people would want to try to go to Grand Celestial Earth Summoners, mainly because more endgame bosses, they move around a lot and it's quite a pain in the butt, and you lose a lot of DPS when they do move. So both weapons are really good. It really depends on you. If the choice was up to me, if I didn't need to make this video to test things out, I would recommend to just stick with ShadowForge, mainly because most bosses don't move around that much. There's only a couple exceptions, and they're just Eternity Temple exceptions. And of course, if you are on low ping, you shouldn't be playing Earth anyway. You should just switch to Wind. Then you don't have the issue of a moving target because you're single target DPS and you just pew pew pew. But yeah, hopefully this video helped. If it did, I would appreciate a subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
What can I say except you're welcome? For the heals, the